So you're a part of the Marvel universe.
I know.
They got you. They got you.
Now you know what that means.
What does it mean?
You're going to be doing like 35 films. You have career employment for the rest of your life.
Great.
With the recent Sony Marvel film to release, Madame Web, even though the official release date is February 14th, early reviews have already come out about the film and people's opinion. Today we wanted to talk about the overall reviews and just why this is happening. According to Rotten Tomatoes, Madame Web quietly debuted with a 23% rating. After nearly drowning, Casey is brought back to life and is shocked to discover that she now suddenly can see future events, including the fact that a murderous stranger named Ezekiel wants to kill 3 seemingly ordinary young women named Julia, Anya, and Maddie.
I am curious, did you ever consider casting an older Madame Web and heading down that comic accurate route and trying to build a story around that version of the character?
No, I mean the script came to me when she was all in her 30s, so she was already young, and I thought it was quite interesting to see that dynamic between sort of teenagers and someone in their 30s.
This doesn't come as such a surprise to some fans, as even though it's not a Marvel film, but a Sony film, many calling it repetitive. The screenplay was written by the likings of Matt 𝘠𝘢𝘁 and Burke Sharpless, who are responsible for other projects like Dracula Untold and Morbius, which was a very famous Sony film, and actually it was right after Morbius that they started working on this. There were many revisions for this project throughout production. The Madame Web news comes weeks after the studio had a high-profile split with Marvel Studios over use of Spider-Man in Marvel Cinematic Universe films. I think the success of the animated comic book style of Into the Spider-Verse and the box office numbers from Spider-Man No Way Home caught the attention of Sony, and they tried to do another spin-off of something, assuming it would work because it was Spider-Man, or in this case Spider-Woman, related. The movie's villain being disappointing, the core hero's dynamic not working as well as expected, how little actual superhero action the movie has, its messy dialogue, and much more. A summary of what most people had to say who got the chance to see the film early on. One most important thing with any film is that you must have chemistry between the cast, and the audience has to see that, even when acting. And this film just didn't have that, and fans saw right through it. And like I said earlier, this film tried to be a Spider-Man film, and it just wasn't. Fans were expecting something greater that they are used to with the normal Spider-Man films, but this film just didn't make the cut. Interestingly enough, there are talks to this day about a potential sequel, or at least hopes for one.
Would you girls be up for a sequel?
Absolutely, but that's up to the Sony gods.
The Sony guys! What would y'all want in a sequel? I'm curious.
More of us hanging out.
Yeah. I want more dancing.
You want more dancing?
Madame Web 2, the musical.
Stop!
But we wanted to turn this around to you guys. What are your thoughts on all this? Do you hope for a sequel, and what was your initial reaction to the film? Let us know what your thoughts are in the comments down below. Make sure you're subscribed with notifications on for more videos just like this. That's it for today though. We'll see you all next time with a brand new video. Bye guys.
Well, we looked at it and they're very, it's so funny because as a comic book nerd, if I'm going to call you that, you'll know there's often different iterations throughout the comics, you know, so obviously there were very different iterations of Madame Web, you know, and many artists take on all the characters, right? So they change and they evolve in each way. So I guess what we did is we really paid attention and looked across the board at all of them and then found what we thought design worked best.